Alright, I think we're live now. Okay, microphone's just a little weak. Should I adjust them? Not sure. I hope it's audible. God, I've been trying to untangle myself for a moment now, and now the cat's back. Oh no. This is not promising. Fuck. Oh, my chords are a fucking mess. Should start moving things before stream, but I just so bothered by the microphone. Because I want to keep it away. I moved it yesterday, so that it's like, you know, like coming from upwards. Why is this so loud? Holy shit, it's so loud actually. Do you have buttons or not? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. I think I was supposed to move it with no buttons. I think that's what I agreed on last time. Okay. I'm not sure how the audio quality is. I'm trying to keep track of the microphone status, but right. Kind of looks fine. As this is reading it, the numbers are a bit low. I keep it too quiet. I need to move back. Either I need to amp up the. I don't want to. I hope I don't come out very distant. Okay, I'm gonna move it a little closer. Maybe there. I moved back. God fucking damn it. Okay, the numbers are looking better. So. Okay, I'll go with this one. Okay. If it's completely, you know, inaudible, you know, then that's a problem of its own. But. I know I'm already, you know, knee-deep into this, you know, pantheon. Knee-deep, as in... Oh, one. It's so fucking terrible. I bought one total fight. And, well, two. But yeah, damn it, no! Better. Should be better. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I completely rearranged my, I mean, not completely. Because I'm kind of realized that, my setup is not, doesn't quite qualify. Like, I have a problem with chords, and I need to adjust them. I can't have them so that they keep getting in my way. And for that reason, I started right before I started stream. I started moving things around, and then I was like, "This is not good. This is so not good." I would need to actually adjust everything, but I can't do that either. So, like, I just one is there. That was actually really efficient. But, what was I talking about? Yeah, I had, I'm so sorry for this hassle right at the start. But that's just how it's gonna be for until I'm happy with the setup, and I won't be happy with the setup for, some time. Also, I seem to be having some connection problems. Like, there's been connection problems for the last 2 weeks, on the, ISP, and I haven't heard anything from them. They don't say they have any problems, but damn, that was fast. A lot of people in the area have been complaining about it, and so I don't know what's up with that. I don't think they're getting fixed. It can't be cold either, because it literally was, you know, the coldest week in a, well, no, a couple of weeks was just like last week, and this week has been a lot warmer. I'm so annoyed by the fact that I went on a walk today. I'm trying to go on daily walks now that I have time. And less than an hour after I go home, a raid hour starts. A random raid hour starts. And the thing is, I didn't even know about it. I had no clue. I mean, not that I particularly care for Bresselius, like, I have plenty of them to begin with. But I still, like, I wish I would have had any way of knowing, but Pokemon Go recently made this update where they no longer had news as they used to be. They no longer have notifications inside the app. You need to open up all their news outside the app. On their official, you know, pages. If it's not an ongoing event, you can't get information on it. And I fail to see the wisdom in this, you know, decision. But then again, corporate, you know, ideologies and all that shit. Lot of businesses that I don't agree with out there. Hey, Sapporo. Sorry, I have a hard time, you know, reading how many roads there are. But yeah, I mean, not much. Just you know, just started the stream. I started at a really weird hour. I'm still kind of hesitant on what time I should start. Like, do I go back to my original time? Or do I keep with the earlier time? It depends. As long as you're not bothering anybody at the gym, I guess, you know, what's the harm? People watch weirder things on gyms. Like, I don't know, themselves in a mirror and, you know, posting on social media against gym rules. That's all very gym bro thing to do. But I guess watching whatever, you know, is a, I guess people normally listen to music, but, you know, each of their own. Some people listen to podcasts, some people listen to audiobooks. And, I don't go to gyms, so, you know. I've never met a gym in my life, and, you know, I have absolutely zero experience on the proper conduct individually called gyms. Ow. I don't know, man. I don't actually know. I don't know what a Molek is. I had no clue what a Molek is. But, you know, I know this one's dead, so... Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so indeed. I probably looked out for that one. Hey, what does it matter? I'm gonna demolish this fella anyways. Especially if that happens. Hello.
Yes,
No, paint by two brothers. Really a furry nightmare. might be a risk in this. There could very well be a risk of, you know, playing stupid, but you know. Fine, you're just gonna helicopter your ass around, or... It's almost over. Pretty sure I get it. Yeah, binge after this, so or a long mountain. Yes, it doesn't matter how much health I have. As long as I survive, you know, it's good. Eat some, you know, blueberry boys. They're not blueberries. They're berries. They are blue. But that's kind of it. Just implication on that. Crap, he just keeps on avoiding me, huh? Actually, not. Reconsider that. Damn, I didn't lose a single life. That's actually pretty impressive. Considering I normally lose most of them in that fight. Hello. Look at the enraged version of this guy's. Nothing but the same guy shooting a little faster and, you know, just being a bit angrier. And also dealing twice the damage. Which now that I say, you know, actually it's not that, you know. Are they considered actually fighting? Not much of a bastard. All you do is just, you know, shoot out other people's souls around. It's not even your own soul power that you're using. Seems a little selfish to me. I could actually crash down on me at any point. Nope, you are not. Intense combat. So if I had full lifeblood charms, then I would have a very good run on the Pantheon. How much health would I have? Because I guess there has to be a maximum how much, you know, lifeblood health you can gain in this game. Because there are only a certain amount of, you know, spawns for them. So if you were to go around the map and call like every single one of them, they all give 3, I think. There's one at the start, in King's Pass. And okay, I lost one immediately there. And then there's another one in, I think there's one in every area though. No, but there's 2 in Crossroads. I think. So... Is there one actually even in the... Oh, there is. There's one in the... Pretty sure there's one also in Sewers. Sewers, Is that one in Eastern... I don't think there's one in Eastern Squirrel, actually. I think I'm misremembering that one. Wow, that actually works. I guess why wouldn't it? Oh no, I'm sorry about Soul the Second. He's just a little bit like that. I'm not doing any fancy shit here. Because I don't know how to do anything of it. It's just a little too intense for me already. Ladies, ladies. I can only play so much. I just keep thinking about, like, I don't know. I think it's a great opening to a people that have seen the Deadpool 3, you know, or Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, you know, will know exactly what thing I'm referring to. But I think it's a really bold move for Reynolds to, you know, open up a trailer with a statement like that. I mean, I guess it's not that big of a surprise in a universe where, you know, the significant other of one of the characters is called Peggy. I actually don't know if that's, I think that's true. I don't. I'm really bad with Marvel stuff. I'm even worse with DC stuff though, so, you know, I'm just bad with superheroes. I know a lot of them, I just don't know much about them. And to a large degree, I don't care much. Like, it's not that there's anything wrong with them. There's especially a reason, like, it's funny because, I just actually, yesterday, I don't know, time goes in a weird way. Time actually really goes in a weird way. But, there's this weird, I saw this post about, deconstructing superheroes. How we've reached the point where people do that to such a degree that it already has lost all its meaning. Much like, you know, superhero movies in a large sense. I think it's like, you just have, like, you have so many, this is a diluted, you know, genre at this point. Because you have so much of it, and you have... everything. It doesn't matter how many times I see it. It doesn't matter how many times I kill it. I still dislike it. Every single time. And even death. True to himself, to his end, you know, all the way to the end. Like, God. Just not for me. But yeah, it's just funny because like superhero movies as a genre is quite overused, and then, you know, because of how popular they also are, there's a lot of content revolving them, and then you have, you know, things that just a whole bunch of, you know, people analyzing them and thinking like how, like, it's actually, I think one of the more fascinating things about it was the fact that I completely agree with the fact that it's a crazy statement to say that, like, oh, every single superhero would be, you know, would use their power just to kill people and, you know, be evil and all that shit. Like, I don't think that's true to any degree. I feel like that misses a lot of the point about the fact that, like, not only does that immediately, you know, create like a really weird baseline for all characters, all people. It's like, oh yeah, there's just bad people. It's like, that's not true. There's different kinds of people, and especially with superhero, they're supposed to be. They're literally like a superhero for a reason, because they're like supposed to be a kind of over the top and, you know, dealing with, you know, hyperballs. it's not supposed to be super realistic to begin with. So people that take that stuff a bit too seriously, you know, naturally are missing a lot of the oh wow, that actually are naturally already missing a lot of the point. That is a big swing. That is a big swing, though. What's stuff? Yeah, super hero. And I think such a massive thing that I feel I don't remember at least I've never mentioned this, but like in the world of superheroes, there's always supervillains as well. So naturally, yeah, there are people that have similar or equal powers, and those people choose to be evil, which is, you know, understandable. Some people use it like, yeah, I mean, power corrupts. I get that. Doesn't mean they happens to everyone. Always, we've had characters in history that have actually stayed at least rather true to their, you know, morals. Like, nobody's perfect, but I guess that's also part of the superhero stuff, you know. Like, I feel like on a scale of morality, it's a lot easier to be occasionally, you know, have like I don't know, show of poor sportsmanship or like all of that kind of stuff. Or then just be, you know, sometimes be jealous, sometimes be angry, lose control, that kind of stuff. And then there's the whole, oh yeah, going into full world domination, you know. Oh yeah, that's just, you know, I just decided to do that, you know. Like, that's such a different, like, the fact that you have good characters is not a inherently, you know, like, you can have characters that are actually, you know, morally good. There are people that are morally good. We all struggle as individuals to make right choices in life, you know, and that's just normal. Sometimes people, like, it doesn't, first of all, when you think of fiction, you can have any sort of stuff you really want to have. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. But then when you have like a, what should I call it? Then when you have something like a stuff that things that are supposed to be, you know, like if you were to, you know, make like something, try to have like a realistic approach, you know, to your media, then that's a different thing. But when you're dealing, especially with something that is inherently, you know, it has super in its name, which is fucking Christ. Or when you write fiction, it can't be fiction. Not everything needs to follow, you know, normal laws. I think that's completely fine. Then the line gets blurred when, you know, people start pretending that, you know, oh yeah, you know, in our fictional world, you know, like we have these rules, and we establish these rules, and now we're gonna stuck with them, but we also don't want that, so we're just gonna break them. We're gonna bend it. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna change the we're gonna make things that, you know, don't align with our previous, you know, statements. And like, that is frustrating. Especially when something tries to remain, you know, like, true to itself. Like, people that take things too seriously is of course another, you know, thing in its entirety. And naturally, entertainment, media, that kind of stuff, we should never go too much into it. There are people that create their whole personalities around these, you know, like, please be interested in your things. Please have passion for life and things in it. That is a perfectly fine and a healthy thing to do. But good God, when you start actually, you know, when you take it to the level where you're obstructing yourself, your own existence, other people, you're being way over the top, angry or defensive or offensive. No boys, we stay here. We let him do the bow, and then, yeah, I just ran into a spike. I don't think I actually can use the I don't think I can charge attacks here. I don't know. I just don't see a window for it. But like, yeah, it's so strange to me when there's like, that's actually not my main point. But like, you know, like people getting super into like you should be passionate about things that you consume. That's perfectly fine. I mean, you don't need to be. You can take things casually. Jesus fucking Christ! I am really well versed in the Star Wars universe. I know so much about it, and like, there are so many things I hate about the, you know, I would say, in my point of view, completely reasonably, in the, a lot of the, in the new trilogy, that, so much stuff going on in that shit. But at the end of the day, it's just, oh yeah, they were just poor movies. They were bad movies, and, you know, they just kind of fucked up the whole lore, but I'm happy with the fact that there's also good content that exists in these movies. So, you know, I'll take that as the little win that I can. Still, you know, like, I can completely understand people that are upset with, you know, people kind of, you know, I'm not sure what I'm doing at all. I am so fucking lost right now. But, like, it's completely fine for people to be, like, feeling like, you know, like, be angry about. I think it's fine to be angry about your series, especially when something like Game of Thrones is, in my opinion, a perfect example of something that was so like, I haven't watched it for, you know, as a side note, I have never watched Game of Thrones. I have never read any of the books. However, from what I heard, people were super excited. People were so interested. I think it's simple to start. People were so interested for the show, and like, they were so hyped up for the finale, and then it just it didn't match anyone's, you know, expectations. It didn't match anyone's, you know, like, I get that the bar was high for the show to end well, but good God, it just, like, I don't think anyone has dropped it. Like, I don't know if there's a show that has dropped the ball that bad. Even though, from what I've heard, apparently the quality started already going down earlier, like before the last season. But like, some of the things that I heard are like, I've read a recap of, you know, what happened, why it was bad, and, you know, why people are so disappointed about it. Like, okay, yeah, I can actually understand that. I can completely understand the statements that are made about it. It seems actually frustrating. And also, like, once again, I have not watched the show, but there's this funny thing about the last season. For some reason, the fucking lighting in the show was terrible. It was absolutely, like, I've seen clips of one of the episodes that, to my understanding, is completely unedited. You can't see anything. It's so dark, you can't see it. You can't see a thing. I don't know what I was really thinking with that one. Just gotta wait until, you know. Okay, yeah, that's a thing I could do as well, I guess. Okay, boys, I'm gonna need you guys to okay, I'll use myself as the icebreaker. That's fine. Thank you, Floor. Every time something bad happens, it's Floor's fault. I mean, unfortunately, actually, I'm not making this up. I actually am making it all the way up. Floor's a good boy. Just has a lot to learn. So do I. Because I can't approach it. I need to wait for them to get close to me so that, you know, the voice don't completely blow me the fuck up. This is... So when do I learn? When do I learn to do that? Dad! Hornet is, you know, transforming into a flying bat creature again. Hornet, let your sibling, you know, also play. Oh, there is nobody's going to be transforming into flying bat creatures. So since this is not a canon fight, does that mean that this is someone's dream to have, you know, Hornet be at the end of a fly like this? Or are there other, or is that not Hornet? It's just a vessel that looks like Hornet. These are questions I will probably never have answers to, but you know, I'm more than happy asking. I think I was talking about Game of Thrones though, yeah. So like, an actual superhero stuff. Oh yeah, like I think that there's a... So, I think it's just funny, you know, when people are just like... But this is also, this is the thing with meta stuff. Like, things just, like, all things in life evolve. I mean, not, you know, anti-vaxxers because they're not really given a chance, but, I guess to some degree conspiracy theories do, because, you know, conspiracy theories themselves, you know, evolve. For Christ's sake, they do. But come on, man! I'm just waiting for... Okay, there he goes. But, like, I don't know. It's, like, it's just funny because there's this people just start up drama from, like, or, like, you know, like, okay, it's not a drama, but people get way, you know, hostile over things for no reason. And then there's people that get way hostile over the fact that, you know, people get, you know, overly hostile about things. Like, no, you make a fair point with that. Definitely not some, like, you know, like, people being angry online regarding, or people being, you know, way too into, you know, their superhero stuff is, you know, and then, like, making it people's problem who are not involved in the fandom to any degree. That's a problem. Like, that I understand. But, like, how would I say? But then you can also take that too far. Then again, I guess deconstructing superheroes is not so much about, you know, hating the, you know, the fandoms. It's more about, you know... Wait, did he just throw two of the... Wait, now he's got two swords here. What the fuck? Wait, Wait, something's not right. You actually can't use that one charm. Was dodge out of it. Naturally, it's not good if you're able to out the charm. Then you're going to get used to the fact that you just walk out of it and you actually can't. Just gonna be upset when he fails. But yeah, I guess the whole deconstructing stuff is more like a people wanting to bring a differentiating opinion to a discussion. That is like super, like, kind of like a little quirky attitude, one could argue. And once again, nothing more than that. I think, you know, constructive, you know, or like, differentiating ideals are essential for, you know, any sort of discussion. You should always have different kind of viewpoints. Or you should at least be aware of different kind of viewpoints. You don't always need them because some of them are not good. Like, I'm gonna straight up go ahead and say there are people that have absolutely terrible ideas. And should by no means be, listened to. But it doesn't mean that those are still not ideas that people can have. If somebody could say, oh, then that means that, yeah, it's something that somebody could think of. Like, and there's also a certain level of, like, I have been drinking much. I mean, my throat's getting weirdly dry. But then there's also, like, the, I wanna say, there's like, there's always gonna be people that think of stuff. There's always gonna be people that bring out the weirdest fucking ones. In a way, somebody should just be ready for discussions to take pretty much whichever direction. Especially with how much discourse there is going on online, you never really know what somebody's going to be mad about. It was one thing I like. Now I'm a Tumblr user. I just read a lot of posts that are done on Tumblr, just outside of Tumblr, which is a fucking concept and a half. But it's just funny because like people always say that Tumblr is such a super aggressive, like I know that there probably are. The whole human pet guy is well known enough of a proof of the fact that there's a whole bunch of people online that make really weird statements, and then there's people that have like really strong opinions about things that I just don't see. Like I guess, like okay, I can understand. Like I was saying, like I can understand people being passionate about their fandoms, and sometimes maybe a little bit over defensive about them. Does not still excuse certain behavior, and like I don't know. To a large degree, I feel like a lot of people can't. Well, there's a big problem with a lot of people not understanding what is what is said sarcastically and what is said with actual intentions, because I feel like sometimes people joke about like sometimes people make statements. Where the fuck is that coming from? There actually isn't a spot to heal here, is there? This one maybe. Nope, not here either. Is there a spot even? There isn't. Oh my god. Isn't that normal fight you actually have a area where you can heal? God fucking damn it. Push myself into that. Yeah, I figured that was over. But yeah, like you have weird about people sometimes getting really passionate about stuff that just I like that. Passionate and defensive about stuff. But then you also sometimes you just have these people that make like kinda, over the top statements, but they are so over the top that you kinda need to understand them. That you need to take them satirically. But then people just don't always understand them. Like kids, they will make the dumbest statements. For example, okay, I want. This is not particular. This is not completely relevant, but just because I want to make the comparison. For example, the if we compare, I have the power of God and anime on my side. I don't think that kid probably said that a whole lot of sincerity, and even if they did, they're a kid. Like, good God. Like don't. Like, it doesn't make every weeb be the same way. The problem is that when there are people that should, that do actually take it that seriously at a much older age and, in a much more aggressive manner. For example, I mean, okay, I'm gonna assume also that I studied the Blade thing was probably satirical. I'm gonna assume that that's satirical. I don't see I don't see a reality where that would not be. Actually, I see the reality. I'm living in it. But I'm still gonna assume. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate and say that, you know, it probably was not to be taken completely seriously. But the guy did have a katana, so... Okay, I have invalidated my own point. Great. I have somehow ended up in an argument. I have ended up in an argument with myself and I'm losing it. Great. The point still stands. Wait, what was my point again? Oh yeah, that not everything like some of us people have a bit too strong reactions to some of the stuff that others might say. Is there something down there? I kind of feel like jumping there, but I think I'm just gonna lose one of my life points. I misread the situation really bad. Really bad. And like yeah, like I think people just sometimes have like a completely bizarre, you know, or like to some degree, like it's a reputation. Like people are super hostile, you know, like towards certain group of people just because, you know, they know that these people have a tendency. Like for example, I think furry community is a really fascinating, you know, take on people having a lot of, how would I say, prejudice towards a lot of furries. Because they were like, furries were a laughingstock of the internet for some time, like a few years back. And the reason was because there were, to some degree, a lot of, you know, stuff was, how would I say? You could easily find reasons why, you know, people could have a little bit of a twisted view of what furries are. Because, like, for mainstream, especially for mainstream, it was like, it's not the most normal thing to, you know, wear a fursuit in public and like that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not a person that has ever seen that, and I would probably, like, as accepting of an individual as I am, I would still probably find it a bit strange, because I've never seen that. So I can understand why that was considered weird, you know, or like that was considered very extreme, you know, online. Yeah, just like a few years ago. But finally enough, a lot of the people that were really active about hating furries, actually, they got so entrenched in the community that some of them actually, you know, found out that, oh no, I'm actually a furry too. And this is a nice little turn on that. So, naturally not everyone, and some people are still, you know, less than accepting, you know. Individuals, like, I don't know, it's just some of those, it's one of those things where it's like I don't personally understand, like, furries, because I'm not one, and I don't exactly know what it is, you know. Jeez. Pathetic one. Like, I don't understand it, in a sense, like, I don't know what it's so much about. I don't, like, it's a little bit of a question mark for me still, like, what is the driving factor of being a furry? Because, like, originally, as I said, like, there was a lot of negative leaning content online, that was giving furries such a bad reputation. Because, and actually, these things specifically involve, people with, like, addition of, you know, people wearing fursuits. And then, means of fearless, essential, mysterious, enchanted, vigorous, immortal, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, people, power of Grey Prince Zote! My controller died. My controller died! Jesus fucking Christ, man! Oh no! It started, but it got stuck on the... Zoe just killed my controller for a moment. Oh my god, his raw magnetism just was too much for, you know, for my controller to handle. But yeah, like, there was a weird mix of, for a lot of people, it was an introduction of, you know, people acting quirky and then wearing, you know, fursuits on top of that, as well as, you know, adding their fetishes to the, you know, mix of things that they were, you know, rather vocal about online. And then naturally that ended up just being like a, I'm gonna assume a larger plays into the fact that, you know, is a lot of the content they were specifically searched, like, people specifically searched for the worst of those communities to, you know, like, there's this one comic, I don't remember from who it is, but it's actually, I've seen it a few times, so it's not that new, maybe a few years ago. Hell, I mean, I guess a few years was when I saw it the first time. Comics, online comics is also something I want to discuss, but that's a different matter. But there's a weird thing where people artists post their own older works again. Like, artists repost their own stuff, which is like, I get it, like, I don't have anything against it, I guess it's just, you know, a bit, I guess to a degree it's disappointing, because when you know that there's somebody who's a very talented person, you wish for them to deliver something new. And not play Hollow Knight for, you know, 200 episodes. I mean, that was a really poor, you know, that was a really poor joke to make, because I'm not talented to any degree. Thus, it was irrelevant. But the idea is that, but yeah, like there was this comic, or the comic still exists. I could probably been finding it if I really wanted to. I might even have saved it, because I think it has a really funny, it has a good punchline, and also it has this weird shred of truth to it that, you know, intrigues me. Oh shit, I'm here. But it was about, you know, I think it was two trans people talking about how nice it is that, you know, if they can find that, you know, it's possible for them to exist in a world without feeling like, you know, that it's possible nowadays to exist without feeling I did the mistake, I did the error, I did the big oopsies. How it's possible, how it's nice that one can exist as a part of a LGBTQ group and not face, you know, constant fear for their, you know, or, you know, that there are people, so many people that are, I ran into him, I can't believe this shit. I'm not getting no damage in. I can't see that. Okay. I almost fucked that up. I want to get away from dying. How it's possible to exist as a member of a LGBTQ community and not be constantly afraid for one's life and God. No. Oh. And it's so nice how accepted the world has become, you know, compared to, you know, some time ago. Not even too long ago, honestly. Like, it's crazy just how, you know, terrible things used to be. And there's still, one of my main things is, you know, that there still are a lot of hateful people out there. unfortunately. But to some degree, I guess that's just something that's gonna always exist. It's just a matter of, you know, the common population, you know, reducing the the amount of power that these people have. That, you know, will truly direct the society into a better direction. But then, you know, next to those people, there was a person putting on a fursuit. So it's also like, yeah, you know, it's just so nice that we can all just, you know, exist as exactly who we wish to be. And then there was a swastika on the fursuit. It was like a, you know, military officer fursuit. And, or like, and, you know, and then the punchline actually was that, I guess there's still, you know, some things that, you know, there's still probably some things that we need to, you know, be critical of. Which, you know, I do think is a fair point. Because, like, there's a certain level of acceptance, like, and the joke is naturally that, like, Nazis are the things that you should not, you know, you should not, as the inherent ideology behind being a Nazi is that, you know, there are a group of people that are, you know, that should not be treated as people. The only fair response is, you know, to not give, you know, this hateful of individuals the, you know, or it's a kind of, you know, give, make it even in a sense. These people can't respect other people as individuals, then they should not be respected as ones either. Holy shit! I don't even know what the fuck that was. I got scared. Oh my fucking god! Oh, I love trans rights. So much better than last time I achieved something. It was so much better thing to talk about than last time I achieved something like this. Oh my god. My stream is down. Love it. Oh my god. Okay, just hold on a moment. I need to check what the fuck's going on. I need to read, to check out is there a larger problem or what the fuck's going on, because my connection just went to 0. I sure do hope that the stream was online at least during some of that fight, because good fucking god if it wasn't. I'm gonna oh my god. Excuse me. This one. No. No, I need. You guys have that map. Just show me the fucking. No. I honestly can't fucking believe this. They don't even... There's not even a fucking... I can't even find any notifications regarding this. These are old... Oh my god. I just want to know if I need to... Okay, here. It should be here. Really? Because I just got a notification that my stream was, you know, like it server said that I lost connection. Come on. Nope. There is no information on... Son of a bitch. But hey, I did that. But, I don't know what awaits me here. Oh. Oh my god, am I gonna fight... When long departed, we feel their after... What? Long... No, what was the voice like? Even on long departed, we feel the ethical of the god power that set this throne. It lays heavy upon this kingdom. That lingering power alone it was beacon enough to draw us to hollowness. How bright it must have been to mortal bugs stood before it. Let me just nail you. God King, you reduce your form to match our meager shells. But why set so majestic a hole? Yeah, because I got a notification that my connection went to absolute zero. Surely your true immensity could have inspired devotion all the more. Okay. Now, I don't know what awaits me here. I have no clue what awaits me here. Oh, well, you. I guess I should have. Hello. How do you fight this guy again? I don't remember at all. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, remember that. I remember that too. Oh, we practiced this. Well, not you boys, but... I walked too far. Aren't you an eager bitch? Come on, sibling. Fight one last time. Or maybe, I don't know. I have a feeling I'm not. Oh god. Well, I don't see. Well, why is it not on my screen? That seems like an oversight. That easily will get me killed. Oh yeah, tentacles. I hate it when my sibling tries to devour me with tentacles. Okay, that. I fucked that up. Ah. Oh. My brain lags whenever that move happens for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my god, that's so far. No fucking way. Oh no! 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 Oh no! I'm not full on health. I'm not full on health. Radiance? Why does it need to be absolute radiance? Oh, that is fast. That is insanely fast. I can't believe that shit. I don't know how that works though. I'm dead from next hit. Or not. Okay, this is fucking crazy. This is fucking insane. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? That's insanity. My controller died again. What the fuck? God fucking damn it. Actually, is this something... No, wait. Wait, is this something on the background? Is there something on the background that keeps actually, could be this thing. I'm going to close it. I'm going to close this one as well. Yeah, there's something wrong. I don't have Windows Explorer. Fuck. Huh. That's odd. Oh, I didn't see that. And for this specific reason, just before the stream, started messing with the cord so I could actually have the controller. No, it's literally not working. What the fuck? It's on a cord. What the how is that even possible? How can that even happen? What the hell's up with this? But now I know what awaits me after that. And now I know a little bit better on what the final sacrifice is gonna be like. It did take me an hour just to do one run. And I got saved by the goddamn charm so many times. Like twice. But I just get a bit better of the, you know. For example, Zoe went fine. Like, Nightmare King is still quite rough. Where am I? Almost there. There was nothing special about the Pier Vessel, right? That was just a normal fight. That's what the fight always has been like. Because it seemed pretty basic to me. Pay that much money just to have a connection that keeps on disconnecting. It's fucking ridiculous. mean, I'm always craving more challenge. I was just curious, you know. You know. I mean, Radiance seems to be a normal fight. It's just that instead of the whole, you know, it just doesn't have all the, it doesn't have all the siblings, you know, binding together. So I'm like, I'm not saying I'm disappointed. I'm just saying that, like, I was just, you know, thinking if they would, you know, somehow make the experience a little more, you know, they would change things up a little, you know? Like, I've nailed them so many times before that, you know, like, or like, we've done the same song and dance so many times before that I just figured that, you know, I would have understood had they, you know, I don't know, change something in the fight. But apparently they do keep it normal. And, you know, that's fine, you know. Perfectly fine. I guess how do you? It's already like an improved combat compared to the Hollow Knight. So I guess how would they improve that? Just add extra swings to every attack. That would already be maybe a little too much, even on my standards. There's only so many, you know, so many times I can get pierced and you'll be fine with it. It took me exactly an hour, pretty much, to get there and die. But, you know, it's in line with what I said yesterday. But I'm feeling so much better today than I was yesterday. And I think today's stream is overall gonna be a lot more enjoyable. It has been for me, so, you know, that's really all that matters. I mean, naturally I hope that everybody else is as well, which is that I'm feeling a bit better. And, I feel like I'm more, you know, I feel more back today than I did yesterday, is I guess what I'm saying. And I'm gonna absolutely give Radiance hell. Not today. Probably it's gonna take a few tries. But, you know, while I'm at it, I have an entire 50 minutes left to, you know, talk about stuff. So, as I was saying, I was talking about trans rights, right? And I was talking about furries specifically. Yeah, so... I think it is funny how, you know, like, not only is there a certain perception change, with, like, how people perceive furries. Because, like, at the end of the day, it's like like I said, I unfortunately don't quite understand. Like, it's just not, like, I don't know, I don't see my, like, I guess I just don't quite know what the appeal of it is to, you know, dress up, or like why have like a persona and like that kind of stuff. But, you know, like, what? It's not just because I don't get it doesn't mean that I can't respect somebody for, you know, being different. It's their right to be as different as they wish to be. remember what my initial point was anymore. Right? It was something to do with, you know, acceptance and like that. But yeah, like it. I do find it rather funny how the perception has changed, and I know it's gonna keep changing. And like, it could also just be me that like, because initially I was introduced to concept of furries as, you know, being like absolute degenerates, that they're like, you know, because I thought it's all about, you know, I thought it's all about a kink, kind of like. But apparently it's not, and you know, I've never been happier to be wrong about something. What the fuck? I just watched all my boys, you know, just in unison jump at him, and then fall, you know, through him. Yeah, like I mean, especially now, naturally, once again, this is sort of like I only see certain parts of the furry community. I see mostly just people on Reddit, and then I see, you know, specifically, you know, the YouTuber Click, you know, make posts or make videos regarding, you know, furry communities and like that. And not that he's ever been to r/furry in real life, but you know, he has talked about similar things. And actually, now the way I should say is that he recently made a first video ever on, you know, this completely bizarre and unknown subreddit known as furry r/furry IRL, and it's fascinating what kind of stuff. Well, like I don't know. It's just like I don't know. The best I can describe it seems like it's like a way of life, and like I don't have a whole lot to say. Like, what am I saying? Probably, you know, live their lives. I'm open to anything about that because of how I live mine. But yeah, I guess I just, you know, find that stuff funny now. Like what the I guess it's unfortunate that, you know, I mean, internet's a cool place, no matter what community you're part of. Funnily enough, speaking of communities and, you know, how there's so much varying, you know, there's so many different communities that all have a completely different approach to one another. And for example, today, the new chapter for Dead by Daylight got announced. It is terrible. I'm meaning in like a really good way terrible. Like, this is actually like a horror. So Behavior, the developers, have been making teaser material using like they've been making like fake social media, you know, posts and like that about, you know, like sightings of a monster or something like that in, like, you know, suburban areas and like that. And while it sounds cliche, it's actually really well done because it doesn't have like the, oh my god, what is that? It's just like, it's just, you know, like, it's occasional, you know, like somebody, you know, checking out their, like a, you know, their outdoor camera and be like, what the hell is that? And then text messages, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, like, just gotta go pick up some, you know, pizza and like, everything alright at home, and then there's like no response or something like that. I am absolutely doing disservice to just the level of actual detail that they've been making, that they've been actually putting into this, you know, chapter's marketing. But that's still the idea that they're, you know, they have like an actually, you know, like fake social media activity regarding the, like, to promote the chapter. And I think that's wonderful. They've been like, they're actually really impressive, kind of, it's impressive level of work, in my opinion. And so now, just 2 hours ago, they actually they revealed the content for the chapter. They revealed the new killer, also a new survivor, which I think, to me, was a surprise because I didn't actually know there was gonna be a survivor. But they're actually adding like a gothic survivor who's actually like, who has like deemed perks related to, you know, spending time in the basement and, you know, doing rituals and like that, which is completely new and actually very creative in my opinion, considering the game's been out for, you know, what, it's gonna be 8 years now? So it's nice that they're, you know, coming up with new stuff for it. And then the killer, which is called the Unknown. It is, I hate it. I hate, like, okay, like, I have a thing with body horror. You know, like, fucked up, you know, physique. Like, I can watch, say, like a twisted ankle or something like that. I don't enjoy it, but it's like, yeah, okay, like, it's doable. We're talking about a creature that is, I hope I'm not spoiling this for anyone who might actually be interested. I'm talking about a creature that is straight up, like, it's like a, how would I describe it? It's like a stereotypical office working man, except that his body is all kinds of fucked up. And when I say all kinds of fucked up, I mean like legs are twisted, inverted, spine is inverted and twisted, and like everything about them is just so wrong. And then they of course have a fire axe, which I think is actually funny that they chose that kind of a weapon, considering the creature is clearly capable of committing heinous, you know, crimes just with his physique alone. And like overall, it's terrifying. I hate it. I despise the design, and I cannot say I wouldn't absolutely love the amount of detail and... Wait, I missed one. Well, so much for that. That's not a big deal. But like, it's absolutely terrible. I hate it, and I love it because of how much I hate it. Because the game, you know, I mean, actually, honestly, Dead by Daylight has been, in terms of balance, it's been, you know, whatever. I just don't care at this point. After all these years, I play casually nowadays anyways, and I do not care on the competitive aspects of it. The competitive aspects of it suck. Alright, okay, they don't suck, they're just not for my taste. And honestly, it's just, like, I don't know. People that like it, fine. But yeah, the chapters is terrible. And, so now I don't know exactly what the story is yet, because they just got released and I haven't read it yet. But, idea is that it's some kind of it's a straight up, you know, monster. I think, there's something about an escape experiment or like that. Or like that. But it also has this thing where it mimics its victim's sounds. And the way they've done it is actually really neat, because it doesn't do it like a, it doesn't do like any growls or like that. It does them really softly. Yeah. Not softly enough for it to sound human, but softly enough for it to, you know, come off slightly human. And it's another factor terrifying. But now how this all ties to the what I was talking about earlier, the online communities, is because in League of Legends, or in, you know, World of Runeterra, whatever it's called right now, I'm not actually sure what the setting, you know, it's Mazinger. Actually, then, so there's this character called Fiddlesticks, who's a he's one of the, is it 7, is it 10 primal demons, which encompasses, you know, like, you know, certain, who, you know, represents fear out of, you know, the I don't know what all the different ones are, but they're like, there's 7 of them total, of the primal demons. Fear is one of them, because fear is a primal, you know, feeling. And their shtick is technically they just, you know, they kill indiscriminately, feasting on, you know, their prey sphere. And they appear right now, at least in, you know, they're right now appearing in Demacia. That's at least where there's highest sightings according to current lore.
Wow.
It's even mentioned in Mate Seeker
Yeah.
actually. There's a note about ghosts. And because the thing is, they appear as a scarecrow, and they mimic their victims. They like it's said that they copy their victims' final words. And when the new design for Fiddlesticks, the old one was a similar kind of idea, but just lot more just scarecrow instead of an actual demon. Now it's an actual demon looking like a scarecrow. The old design, which was of course one of the original 30 champions, which explains why it was so old. But like that was a what would I say? That was more like a scarecrow pretending to be a demon. Now it's the other way around. I think that the voice is so disturbing, and I think they did such a wonderful job with that as well. And that's Riot's end. And the voice actor overall, because they do it without any kind of a they do the voice of like a really like absolutely horrifying, like inhumane sounds. But the person does it by themselves. They don't have, it's not any filter. There's nothing. They know how to do it, like just like that, and it's really impressive. But so I just found it really funny because in the trailer, or in the reveal information for the new Dead by Daylight chapter, there was a whole bunch of people. Now, I'm not gonna say complaining because I think that's a bit of a harsh word. But there were a whole bunch of people saying about, oh, but they just copied this from Fiddlesticks, from League. And I'm like, oh my god, this is not, by no means, this is the first iteration of a creature, of like a horror creature that hunts its, prey, or that, imitates the sound of its prey. Like, it's such a silly thing to say. I mean, what can I expect from League? That's kind of my point. That this, actually, I no longer remember how that was connected to my original point, and I kind of forgot what my original point was. But the idea is still that I find it ridiculous that people have like League players literally live and breathe League, and it's so strange to me because like I've been part of the community, I've been part of the League community for years. But it's never been the only thing I've had. I've always had other interests. I always had other things. But it seems like a vast majority are just completely about just only about the worst part is it's just League related stuff. It's just the game. It's just League of Legends as the game, not even the universe, not even the lore. It's just like, oh yeah, everything is like the only thing I know about is how this game works. And if there's a character, I don't know the basics, like I know the character, but I don't know the lore or anything like that, and still I'm gonna be super, adamant about making references to it every possible window I have. And like, while I guess there's nothing wrong with that, I guess it just gets a bit like saucy when you just see it over and over again. Because it also baffles me. Like I don't like that level of commitment is already. No, boys. No. You stay here. But it's just so weird to me how, Can you actually stand underneath there? I think you can. I think you might actually be able to. Okay, you can. I don't know why I'm trying this. I already know how to perfectly fight, at least as well as I can do it. And this is not the problem. It's a character who uses completely different moveset. And you can't punish these attacks. They're designed so that you don't actually punish them, you need to avoid them. Well, I guess if you knew exactly what you're doing, you could probably punish them. But, yeah, so... I guess it's just like... I don't know. Some communities are... Actually, I have another example of communities, you know, kind of getting really way too into their own stuff and just not respect... to a point, they're not respecting any other form of media existing than the ones that they're familiar with. I've talked about this before, but the same culprit is once again at it, which is a Team Fortress 2. I have literally referenced a post made by that community just 4 months ago, 5 months ago maybe, and it was about which game was it again? I don't remember what. It was something. It was like a new game that came out, and oh no, it was Fortnite. Yeah, it was Fortnite. It wasn't that new, but like Fortnite, which actually for a long time was the most played game of you know, of the year for a couple of years, I think. I mean, League, I think, still holds the title of being the highest number of, you know, player base, like, for a video game, or like the most. I think it still holds the title of being the most popular game. Of, I don't know, is it all time or like what? Some criteria. I know that they at least have that on their, you know, social media stuff. They wouldn't falsely advertise. A Riot would never lie to us. Which actually, Riot is something I have things to talk about, because they released just a month ago. They released this new champion, who is a literal dragon. It's a baby dragon, which naturally has a little bit of a adds a certain level to it that, you know, I understand why people have a problem with it, but it's not about the whole concept of it. It's the fact that it's a baby dragon. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna try to get back into the original topic, whichever it was. Yeah, it was Team Fortress 2 post, but like, so Smolder, the fiery fledgling, I think is the title. So they're just a dragon that, you know, their idea is that they, you know, get stronger as the game progresses, and they, you know, learn how to use their dragon powers and like that. You know, nice thematic, you know, idea. Execution, I'm not one to talk, because I don't really play League on that level where I would actually... Okay, boys, I need one of you to... Exactly that, but less violent. Less violent towards me, okay? But yeah, and so they have a very basic, they just spit fire and like that, nothing special. But their ultimate is one where they call their mummy. And I'm serious about this. Their ultimate's name is Mom, and they call in this, you know, massive dragon, you know, well, their mother, you know, to fly across the skies. You only see the shadow, but like, that's impressive enough. And who then, you know, leaves a trail of, you know, flames behind them. And then, you know, does damage to enemies and heals Smolder and, you know, that kind of stuff. Nothing like super crazy with that. But, it's a cool idea. In my own idea, it's a cool concept. And so Smolder has a line where he says that my mom works, I can, you know, like, don't bully me, my mom works for Riot. And, now, funnily enough, I like the detail that their apparently creator, or the designer, is a woman. And, they got fired before Smolder got even released to live servers. which is why it's super ironic, you know, that they kept the joke in, but you know, not the actual, you know, person it's referring to. And now this, of course, the whole firing thing is a whole nother topic. It's related to the fact that, you know, a lot of tech companies are, you know, firing all the excess workers that they hired through the pandemic. So they're firing so many people. Like, for example, Microsoft is another company that, you know, fired. They fired like thousands of people. Riot fired, I think, was it 100 or a couple hundred, which still sucks. But like, I mean, to some degree, it's also like, I mean, like, it's a, I understand it as a business decision. Like, you have too many workers, you don't need them all. You need to let some go. I just don't. It just seems that somebody who was actively designing characters, they were also supposed to make the Shyvana rework, and they had some really cool concepts for that, which is why a lot of people are also upset about that. I am also, because they are very cool concepts, and you know, Shyvana deserves to actually become a playable character after like 11 years already. But instead of just a gimmicky, you know. But this is completely irrelevant to my original point, which is that people are supposed to. Because in that, so I've been talking about on streams about Helldivers 2, which is something I'm actually looking at it. I'm looking into it because it's not an expensive game and it's actually seems pretty cool. Like, you know, like it's like a co-op board shooter thing. The problem, I don't really have friends to play that kind of games with, and I'm not sure yet if it actually offers a public lobbies. But as a concept, it seems really cool. You know, delivers this whole, you know, you know, dystopian, you know, future setting, massive propaganda, and just, you know, like way over the top, you know, over exaggerated, you know, sci-fi stuff, and I love that stuff. Like, satire is something I absolutely adore. I know I'm not particularly smart about it, but you know, I can't help the fact that I just love it as a genre. I mean, because it's a series, like, it seems like it's an actually intense, it seems supposedly a very difficult game. Like, I'm thinking it could be also something to stream, but yeah, he creates two sources because that's really funny. Like, it seems like a really cool game, and people are absolutely loving it. Right now, it's actually getting negative reviews because apparently the servers are incapable of holding the amount of players. It has over 10 times as many players as the developers expected during its, you know, I think it was the first release weekend, or like last weekend. Like, it had 10 times. We're talking 600,000 players at the same time playing it. And the developers expected 50,000. I think those are the numbers that they at least, you know, said. But but yeah, so I actually need to play a bit more careful. There is a chance I die here. The chance is ever growing. Chance is reducing in size. But yeah, so Helldivers is a game that has been doing, you know, phenomenally well. It came out 2 weeks ago. I think exactly 2 weeks ago now. No. On Thursday it's gonna be 2 weeks exactly. And it seems like, it honestly seems like an amazing game that seems to have, like, also has a seems to be rather good, you know, like a I mean, it's an indie game, and it looks impressive. And this one actually is also an indie game, to my knowledge. Ow, I can't believe I got hit by that. And the developers seem really nice, and they seem like actually they seem like they know what they're doing, and they're also just kind of like having fun, you know, doing it. And so it seems like a really cool game. I don't know if I'll buy it though, because I don't know. Financial situation is weird. Especially because I don't know. It also could be a game that I'm not gonna. It seems it's one of those games that would be more fun if one actually, you know, had a group of people that play those games with, and I just don't. I'm not social enough to do that. I know that there would be online communities and for that purpose and like that. It's just not for me. And but yeah, so it seems like a really cool game. Like a good little fun, you know, community. Thus far, I've been just seeing people having fun with it. Nothing crazy. Nobody, you know, having. As it's a very. Now it's a military propaganda, but it's like, you know, it's supposed to be satirical. So, but it's also very clear about the fact that it is satirical. All the stuff that I've, you know, like read about it, it's like what is it? Starship Trooper. Yeah, that's the series. Or that's a movie book. I don't actually know. Is it a larger series than just one? It's technically same kind of setup, or people at least in the community are making references to that. But like, it's the kind of thing where it's like it seems like, you know, kind of like a silly fun stuff, and people are just enjoying it. Like, people are just having a good time with it. There's no political debates regarding it. There's no people, you know, having any kind of drama over it. And then Team Fortress 2 community comes by and it's like makes once again the same goddamn post. I'm pretty sure it was an actual post done by them. With the same format, the same points, you know, once again being like, oh yeah, it's a Team Fortress 2. Oh god, the controller died again. Fuck. No. What the fuck? Why does it keep doing that? But like, you know, like a wholesome gaming moment stuff, and then immediately there's rude by the fact that Team Fortress 2 communities. I mean, it's not rude. Only the people that will see that post will actually, you know. But it's such a crazy statement to have. It's such a weird obsession to have, you know, over a game, especially a game that is that old, a game that has literally not gotten barely any support in years, and still you're just, you know, simping for the simping for it. Like, at this point, there's nobody even working on the game. You're just simping for the game itself. And I'm just like, why do you want to ruin other people's fun because they have something, because they like something that's not the same thing as you like? Like what the fuck? Like, I honestly couldn't, like, I'm still not sure if that was a real post. It could have just been satire. But good fucking god, I wouldn't put it past the Team Fortress 2 community to do that shit again. Whenever a shooter that gets released, they feel somehow justified to just make, you know, try to, you know, I don't know, villainize people that like it, or somebody's like, oh, it's not as good as this. You remember our game? You remember this game that I play religiously every day? It exists and it's better than your game. And I need to make you aware of this fact, even if it's no way relevant. And that's so strange to me. And I cannot wrap my head around that concept. But also, we're talking about people that gamers just are that way. Speaking of gamers, this is a convenient segue. I don't think I finished my previous point, but that doesn't matter. It never has. But yeah, so now I love talking about trans rights, and I love talking about trans, representation and like that. You know, gamers are seeing it a lot. There's a specific group of gamers that seem to see trans representation everywhere they look, and they're not taking it as a positive thing. They're taking it very negatively. For example, so it's been announced that there's gonna be the new they're gonna be making remasters of the original Tomb Raider games, which honestly is something wonderful because I never played the originals. They would currently be on Steam, but I don't want to buy the normally just the the ones that they have currently out are just like ports of the old games, but they're apparently doing like a full-on visual and mechanically upgraded versions of the original games. The technically making versions of them that are actually up to date, or was it like a relaunch series? I don't quite remember. But anyways, they're kind of like doing it again, but also with the idea that they would go back to what the series was all about, like a bit more like a newer spin on older games. And I think that's great. I think that's honestly fantastic. And the stuff I've seen about it, like a couple of screenshots and like that, it looks great. It looks, like modern graphics, really impressive graphics by Square Enix anyway. So they have the by all means they have the resources and the manpower. I mean, not everything released by Square Enix has been good, which is unfortunate. I'm looking at you, Marvel's Avengers, Yeah, it was Marvel's Avengers. Like, I got that game for free because I had money on I sold stuff on my Steam account and I wanted to buy that game because it seemed interesting. It turned out to be an absolute disappointment that died 4 months after release. No, 8 months after release. And I mean, straight up, the servers were shut down. It was a buggy mess, and it was overall just terrible. It lacked content, lacked story. Just terrible. Unlike Invincible, Fearless, Essential, Mysterious, Enchanted, Vigorous, Endless, Overall, Gorgeous, Passionate, Terrifying, Beautiful, Powerful, Great Result. God, I butchered that. Sorry, I was just drinking. I still drinking when I started reading it. I have a drinking problem. Only when I spill it. That's not my joke. That's probably not even originally from where I heard from. The only time I have a drinking problem is when I spill it. I talk shit about people constantly talking about League and then I make a League reference. But then again, it's not like I do this all the time. It's spinning. If you know, you know, but I don't expect anyone to. But yeah, so the new Tomb Raider seems really cool. But there's this weird thing where when you try to make characters look realistic, you know how human bodies, facial features like that, there are some level of imperfections, and there's also like, slightly, like altering pigmentation at times, and like real people don't look like, anime people. It's, I guess, the bluntest way possible I could put this to also try to start building into the point I'm gonna make here. Because the point I'm gonna make here is that gamers are upset that, you know, the new Lara Croft apparently is a man. Because they look like a man. Because, you know, they have realistic facial features and their face is not absolutely smooth and, you know, like, absolutely perfect. So apparently they can't be a woman. And the absolute peak of this discussion, I saw that today. Because it was somebody was like, somebody unironically made the statement. Where they were like, I know you're, you know, I know what the agenda is for this, you know, new, okay, I completely fucked up already. For this new Tomb Raider. Like, it's, I can see it, you know, like, she looks like a, she looks so much like a man that if I just, you know, if I make this little edit to make their face look like a man, they look like a man, and I'm like, oh my god, you make them look like a man and then you're outraged about the fact that they look like a man? This is not going well. It's actually going terrible. I got absolutely saved by that. I actually took a gamble on that, and it had no right to work. But it did. What does that mean? I really just need to be super careful with this. Like, I have so limited windows when I actually can't hit him. It's gonna be a long fight. But it's better than me dying like a fucking moron. Which I am doing anyways. So many. Like, I wish I could hit him more, but I can't. He's not letting me do that. He's a grim bitch. Okay, after I learned how to actually deal with that, it's becoming a lot easier. Although, yeah, being the punish. I guess that's how boss fights work overall. Okay, I completely fucked that up. I didn't think that it was gonna be that move instead of it. Yeah, it's just so crazy to me how, like, I mean, I've talked about this before, especially with the whole Spider-Man 2 stuff, with the whole, you know, the whole Mary Jane, you know, not looking beautiful enough or like that, because she looks like a, well, okay, she looks like a real person that has had, you know, recently needed to go through surgery because they were in an accident. Which, I get that, I mean, it sucks in a lot of ways, but it's not, but holy shit, attacking somebody for their, you know, attacking an actress for a video game is a really low thing to do. And especially them making, the fact that these people are also portraying these as, you know, like, pandering to, like, trans communities and like that, when it literally is not anything, it's not even, it's not, I can't believe I got hit by that, I can't believe I got hit by that, right at the end. Like, it has nothing to do with that. It's a further level of insanity that I simply cannot comprehend. But that's kind of part of the environment online. Also, men doing podcasts is also another topic I want to talk about because I think it's funny. It's surprisingly relevant to me, because to some degree that's what I'm doing right now. And there's a whole debate about that stuff that is actually really funny to me. But I got immediately. Lumbered by my old sibling. That must have been the smallest jump I've ever done. If I were to say that Soul Tyrant without bindings is easier or is harder than, you know, Pure Vessel without bindings, would somebody believe me? 'Cause I don't know if I would. Because there is a lot less, you know, variables in this fight. It's a very straightforward thing. I know I'm fucking this up. I actually... Boys, let me heal. I'm actually playing really terrible. I don't know if this is me getting cocky and now Karma's catching up to me, or... Alright, Radiance. Give me your absolute worst. Ha ha ha. Get it? Because it's, you know... that. Absolute Radiance. Oh my god. Ah, I got hit by that, okay. Okay, you can dodge that. Okay, that fell a little bit more on the... It was rigged from the start. Oh, what the fuck? That hit me? I dodged through it! I didn't apparently dodge. Oh, what the... Okay, I can't read what's going on the screen. There's so much stuff there. That was not good. That was not good. That was too aggressive. That was way too aggressive. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Okay, I'll give you one more shot. I'm not gonna be done for today. But good lord. That is sanity. What the fuck's going on? Radiant Spike's gonna take me a while. I'm just gonna say, it's gonna take me a fucking while. There's so many things on screen. I don't even know all their moves yet. And then you have shit like, oh yeah, there's 5 spikes coming at you from this direction, then 4 more coming from this direction. And also, I honestly, I swear I dodged it at one point. It just didn't, let me do it. And I'm really pissed off about that. Because I probably was just a late reaction on my end, but like, But yeah, about the whole gamers and the trans rights problem. What was I talking about in that regard? Yeah, like it's just like it's crazy to me that people just see that I need to, yeah, like it's because of the environment online. There's this constant push towards, engagement through, engagement through, anger, engagement through hatred. Like, you rile people up. You rile people up so that, they would be more eager to engage on your whatever nonsense it is that you're talking about. Well, you make crazy statements. You make stupid statements that make no sense, and then you play these off as real statements, and then there's gonna be people that actually believe in this. And probably the worst part is the fact that we're at the point where there were few malicious individuals online that were pushing this concept of how woke culture in gaming is a terrible thing, and how gamers are paying the price for having people of having minority characters be present in video games, which naturally anybody with a shred of brain or even human decency understands that there's literally nothing wrong with that it's a good thing to have diversity. It's a good thing to have representation for different kind of people. It doesn't take anything away from like, especially when it comes to game development. Like, it would be a different thing if you have a if you would be just pandering towards, like, if that would be a real thing, yeah, that would be problematic, but then it wouldn't also be actually supportive, and that would not be actually, that would actually be negative for the community. But just having representation is a very good thing. Like, Garb, I can't go. Don't go where I can't follow. But like a like it's just sorry, I got a notification about it. Completely forgot about it. But yeah, like it's such a weird thing to blame woke culture on anything. First of all, it's still something that's not actually real, in sense like it's not like some kind of a weird push for like, first of all, nobody's out to get these people. Nobody's out to exterminate straight white men, except other straight white men themselves. Which, as a straight white man, I'm more than capable of making that statement. Like, these are the same, like, now I'm not it's not like, I'm I think a little with that, or like I'm playing a little bit too much into a stereotype with that one. But to a degree, I'm actually serious about that. Like, there's a reason the biggest racist movement in the world, which I guess you could put an umbrella term for, you know, just Nazis overall. That why it's for white people specifically, and why most of its, you know, most active and vocal members are actually, well, okay, there's actually all women as well, American politicians especially. But like there's a reason why, you know,
Yes,
how would I say it? That doesn't come up right if I say it like that. I mean, in a sense, like, there's a reason why that is the case. Because, you know, well, actually, from historical and, you know, I guess societal point of view, there's a perfect explanation as to why that is the case. Because, you know, especially with the that is the mind, like, they are the majority. Because in my understanding, there is, you know, a lot more, especially, like, yeah, in Western societies, there are, you know, more straight white people than, you know, any other people. They are the majority. And especially with the, since that has been a thing for so long, with the existence, you know, how would I say, the concept of racism on a economical level specifically has been pushed forward by these people because to a large degree they're worried that, like, for example, like, you can say, I mean, slavery has been a thing for, you know, thousands of years. That's very true. And now everybody can debate as to what's the main reason. Is it racism? Is it, you know, economical factors or like that? It doesn't really, in my opinion, to a large degree, it doesn't matter what is the main you know, driving factor for that. Because at the end of the day, it is all those things combined that, you know, make these, you know, concepts like, you know, slavery appealing to the specific group of people. The people in power are, first of all, God, I can't jump for some reason. What the fuck's going on? Okay, I think I just need, you know, putting wrong inputs on something. I don't know. But like, it's people in power that are, you know, they want to stay in power, and, you know, it's a convenient method of keeping, like, you make it so that you're the only one that has rights, and then you make other people believe that people that you can identify with, you make those people you know, support your cause, follow your, you know, ideologies, and all of a sudden it's a lot easier to do things, you know, as a group, especially when you literally have the power of the majority behind you. So it's so much easier to maintain power. Like, I'm a little bit too much of a scatterbrain right now to actually go properly into detail on how this is actually relevant even in today's, you know, culture where there isn't, you know, slavery anymore, especially, you know, in our, you know, Western societies. Or, you know, like first world countries, you know, like slavery is widely considered to be a dick move. And, but it still doesn't eliminate the existence of, you know, people, how would I say, people pitting people against one another for their own benefit. Like, you know, for example, in America, the Republican Party is very racist, very hateful. Overall, just a bunch of, you know, it consists of bigotry and hatred. And how do I dare to make a statement without being American or being, you know, actually part of, you know, that political system? I can make it because, you know, there are people that are in high positions of this, you know, movement or this party that are openly, they're without a shame making statements like that. Like, especially like racism, like I said, racism has existed for, I think that slavery has existed for, you know, many years. So has like racism like that. And to some degree, I honestly believe that, you know, an intelligent person cannot be racist. Cannot actually believe in, like, somebody who's actually like, or that, you know, you need to be lacking some level of intelligence to be racist. To believe that a human being would be, you know, somehow inferior to the other, you know, just because of who they're born as. Like, you're either refusing to believe that, or like you lack some level of understanding about the reality, and, you know, you either cannot, you know, have either like a level of self-reflection, level of a empathy, sympathy, or just basic, you know, human decency. But like, I just don't think that normally functional and, you know, intelligent person can possibly be racist. However, a intelligent person that is capable of, that understands how to function normally, is by all means capable of being racist. By all means. And that's where it gets, you know, scary, because it's those are the people that will take that, you know, fear that some people have, or take this, you know, like the fear of, you know, unknown, and, you know, foreigners, and like that kind of, and, you know, minorities. Like, they will take that fear that other people have and use it to control them. Use it to, you know, push their own agendas. Like, I think, honestly, now, I know that everybody for the last 7 years have been absolutely sick and tired of hearing about Trump. But he's such a perfect, you know, example of this shit. Where, like, his platform is nothing but hatred. Nothing but, you know, using dumb, hateful people to support his own hateful, selfish, you know, ideologies. Like, especially if anybody that hasn't been following the current situation with the man in question, he's currently, you know, I don't know, did he declare bankruptcy again? For a third time, I think. Very recently. Because, you know, he's been sued for, you know, defamation and fraud. What was it again? There's a whole list of things, you know, whole list of shit that he's done. That he's been like, and I mean it like, there's been like, his assets in New York have been seized, for example. Completely rightfully as well. So he's broke, and he needs money. Which he, by the way, as a president of the United States of America, apparently, you know, got some out of, you know, selling, you know, classified government documents. Big surprise with that one, Um, but the idea is still that like so he's broke now. Despite saying how great of a businessman he is and just how, you know, how confident he is about winning the elections and all like that. Which, God forbid, if he actually even gets to run, I'm gonna be greatly disappointed. But yeah, so he's for the last few days, now that he is, you know, until he finds the next, you know, source of corruption that he can, you know, abuse to, you know, get more money again. And I mean, I guess he keeps getting money from his supporters. There's been I've been seeing I don't actually know when exactly these. To my understanding, these were recent events. Like, he's been trying to, you know, literally scam people for money. He was at some kind of sneaker convention, like just a few days ago, trying to pawn off, like a, you know, like a $20, you know, pair of sneakers, like off-brand, you know, stuff. That is also like terrible quality. He tried to pawn that off for $400, and people at the convention naturally weren't, you know, big fans of him, so they booed him out of there. And I've been hearing multiple similar kind of news cases for the last couple days, because he's just a scam artist. All he is a scam artist, and he's just exploiting, you know, uneducated people for his own good, trying to, you know, taking the last of the poor people's money. I'm actually taking way too many here. And just being overall an absolute despicable human being. But that's what he's been doing for years, and for his whole life, pretty much. And there's still people following him. There's still people supporting him. And that just completely turned a blind eye to all this shit. Like, the bar has been low floor for, you know, celebrity popularity, you know, competitions. But this is like getting ridiculous. Because there's literally people that are ready, that would be willing to die for him, and that's an actual risk in America. Like, a civil war is something that people are genuinely concerned about. In Europe, we're worried about Russia, for, I mean, good reasons. Not that, you know, that bankrupt, you know, of a military could possibly do a whole lot of harm on the moment, but you never know about the future, which is why, you know, I think that worries are understandable. But like, it's just like crazy how, like, it's just like some people, it's like somebody starts a, you know, like, I mean, it's a pyramid scheme technically. One person at a time figures, oh, what if I just, you know, profit off of people that are dumb enough to believe whatever the hell I tell them? And then, you know, see where that goes. And then it's like, oh, well, now they're, you know, now the people that, you know, I initially, you know, recruited to, you know, or the people that I initially, you know, like to get some money out of are now pushing the same kind of concept, you know, forward to make even more money. Huh. Would you look at that? And then, you know, naturally that keeps on going and going. And until he actually literally creates a cult. It's a literal cult mentality. Okay, you need to go away, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy that that's reality. And how this ties into the whole gamer shenanigans is because, you know, it's the same kind of shit. These are some very angry gamers, you know. There are a couple people that, you know, were, you know, to my understanding, I'm gonna assume at least, the audition originally started as, you know, people kinda, you know, just rage baiting, you know, creating just online drama for the sake of, you know, just creating drama. So that, you know, to outrage people that actually know better. But then at some point it just, you know, turned into, you know, bunch of the people that initially followed that started believing all that shit. Like, no matter, I think there's some kind of a saying about it. Oh, what the fuck, man? And whenever you create parody or something, there's always gonna be somebody that believes it. There's always gonna be that somebody. No. Let you know. So you need to always be kind of careful around. But I mean, also, I guess you shouldn't really limit yourself because of that. Just because people are idiots, you limit your artistic freedom because of that. Because you should expect people to be able to understand what is, you know. Of course, if you like conspiracy theories start off as, you know, silly, you know, jokes, and then there are people that actually believe them, and then, you know, you're all of a sudden creating a lot more problems for everybody because, you know, now there's a whole bunch of people believing in your nonsense that has absolutely zero scientific or, you know, factual basis for it. But these people don't care because they care more about feeling like they're smarter, you know, than other people, and they're right about something that are people that care more about feeling like they're smarter than other people by wanting to believe in something that is different, something that other people don't believe in. Which, as a concept, is already fucking stupid, because once you realize that, like, well, that doesn't make me smart just because, you know, I deny every possible, you know, fact that I'm presented about this. Like the whole flat Earth society. Like, good fucking god. It has to be the dumbest shit I could imagine. Like, there is so much proof that Earth's not flat. Sure, you can debate about the size and the shape and like, but like it's crazy to me that there are actually people that think that, you know, it's not so much about people not understanding it or people not knowing it. People just, you know, misinformed people or poorly educated people, you know, making, you know, false statements or, you know, like not knowing any better. I'm not blaming somebody for, you know, lacking information. I'm blaming the people that refuse information. That's the thing. That's the fucking worst thing. And you can see that in everything. You can see, like, mental gymnastics and all that shit. But, like, and then there are these gamers that believe that, you know, like, and I'm just trying to tie this back together into what I was originally talking about. But it really does stem from the fact that it's like, oh, the gamers that, you know, that these gamers actually believe that the LGBTQ community or LGBTQ plus community is out to get them. They actually think that they want to destroy their games, or feminists want to destroy their games. They don't understand just how many women actually play video games. The demographic, graphics is actually rather equal nowadays, I think. Especially because we have such variety, you know, such a high variety of games available. You can technically play whatever the fuck you want, any kind of stuff you want. There's a game for anything. So like, gaming nowadays, I can't believe I did that. Gaming actually is rather a mainstream form of entertainment nowadays. I get that for a lot of these people, that is a concept that they have a hard time understanding because, you know, to a lot of them, that's what made them different because they played video games and nobody else did. So that was the one thing they could say for their own, you know, like, oh fucking Christ, for their own sake. They're like, oh yeah, this is who I identify as. This is what I do. This is exactly what I am. I'm a gamer. I'm proud of it. And like, okay, go ahead, be proud. Just why do it in such a hateful and harmful manner? It's the thing that baffles me the most. I mean, actually, I have said about this. I have talked about this. Like, these are things I've talked about many times before. Like, it's been a few months, and I like. These are things I have information about, so I enjoy talking about them. No, how about no? But the But yeah, so my theory on the matter is that, you know, they want to kind of, you know, or, you know, like people that were bullied for, you know, being different and being gamers, you know, ow, the fuck, are now trying to bully people that, wait, you're still alive? Oh, fucking Christ. God damn it, I need to... There we go. Like, they want to somehow, like, get back on the people. Like, it's like... It's a very unhealthy way of processing emotions that you have, and then you don't quite know how to deal with them, and then you're just kind of, you know, you're acting. It's like, you know, the whole. Now this, first of all, by no means am I saying that, you know, abuse victims always keep the cycle going, because that's not true to any degree. I mean, it's true to some degree, but it's not always true. But what I'm most saying is that, it's a common thing that happens when you don't know how to deal with the things that, you know, like, it's, to my understanding, it's some level like you lack a better coping mechanism, and you, to some degree, believe it's the only way you know how to deal with this kind of stuff. So you assume that, you know, this is how everybody else will meet in this situation, so, you know, I'm just gonna treat them the same way as, how else am I supposed to approach this? Like, actually be, you know, be a better person, but, like, how do, like, isn't that the human thing to do, you know, hurt people back? Like, I'm not saying this right, and I lack the education to actually understand this shit properly, but if that's understandable to any degree, or what I'm actually going for, I hope that somehow clarifies that point. But the idea is still that, like, they're like a lot of this kind of toxic attitudes, and especially in gaming community, actually stem from the fact that these are people that, like, lack certain kind of, you know, human etiquette. And now are sort of, you know, trying to figure out what the, like, and can't quite figure out what the fuck they should be doing in situations like this. Damn, that actually is pretty bad. Yep. Okay, I'm playing too bad. I'm playing really bad. I'm playing actually terrible. This is even a difficult fight. But like, yeah, sorry. My throat's actually a little dry. But like, I'm out of drink as well. And also the fact that, you know, these people are a lot of the time, you know, like, when it comes to these specifically like racist and, you know, the capital G gamer, you know, stuff, racist and transphobic and, you know, overall is anti-LGBTQ plus, you know, gamers, a lot of the time it stems from them just being immature. Either generally just being kids, you know, like technically still being kids, or then, you know, like, or then having like the mental capacity of a toddler. And but also some of them just are violent, hateful people, because some people actually are that way. Now I like to believe, you know, good in people, but sometimes, you know, you need to have that some level of input from the people. Or some people need a little bit more and more convincing, you know, especially after some of the things they say. Like, I just don't think of somebody that, you know, spews hateful stuff online is, you know, a particularly healthy or a understanding individual. It's either, you know, there's something wrong with them, or then there's, you know, an evil. I like to imagine it's one or the other. Some people just lack, you know, emotional intelligence of any kind. I lack a lot of different kinds of intelligence, but like, I like to at least, like, my approach in life is at least to not, you know, hate things, you know, without any. I mean, I overall just don't attempt to hate anything in life to begin with. There are things that I dislike, and there are things that, you know, I know that are bad. And, well, you know, like I said, like, the extremes are the things I kind of hate. Actually, I think there's nothing wrong with me just saying, I hate Nazis. Like, all, you know, white, you know, all, you know, people that think that they're better than others, all hateful and hurtful, and, you know, like, I don't know. Like, if there's something I hate in this world, it's, you know, terrible people. And by terrible, I mean people that just cannot, you know, show other people, you know, basic human decency. You don't need to like everyone. You don't need to, you know, you're allowed to have your own boundaries, but then when you know, have a completely unreasonable reason, like, for example, race, religion, or, you know, that kind of stuff, that is, okay, race and religion are two different kind of things, so, I'm still, like, I feel like, you know, like, hating somebody for something that they are, that either is completely out of their control, or then it's not, you know, something that is a defining factor of, you know, how would I say, that is not a defining individual, like, I guess, you know, like a I guess more like, I just don't understand the concept of, like, people that hate others for just for being what they are instead of, you know, who they are. It's just so insane to me. Because I mean, naturally, the only, well, I'm actually getting my ass handed to me. The only reason I could think of somebody actually being afraid of them is fear. Like, actually, on the matter of like fear, phobia, there's this news article. As I was talking about, you know, the Republican Party in America. How do I dare to make statements like that about something that I am not personally affiliated with? Yeah, because I literally saw a news article. Just 2 days ago, actually. No, yesterday. I saw a news article that was about a Republican senator. I don't remember which state. But they had this, you know, rally speech, or they were in this event of some kind, and it was about, you know, I don't remember what it was exactly about, but it had something to do with like children, you know, protecting children like that. So then there were a bunch of these, you know, people that were listening to the rally, and, you know, or they came to listen to the rally, and there was this family. It was like a family of 5 or something like that. That was like standing there, and the senator walked past. Or was it a representative? I don't remember exactly who the person was. I remember reading the word senator in the article, but I could be wrong. And the idea is, so they walked past the family, and, you know, they had the small children there, you know, they had a couple of small children, and one, you know, I don't know, age 7, 8, something like that. And so the mother was, you know, saying about how concerned they are for their, you know, their child, you know, child safety in schools, you know, that like, they're generally worried that they're, you know, not able to, you know, live a normal and safe life in American schools, which unfortunately is a very, you know, realistic fear to have for parents. And the senator was like, or the politician, I'm just gonna call him the politician because I don't want to make any false statements on that matter. The politician was like, they're gonna do everything in their power to protect the child. You know, like they want them to feel safe at schools, safe in schools, and, you know, to have the childhood that they deserve. And the mother was like, that's so nice to hear, like, it's so wonderful to, you know, if somebody had that statement, because, you know, because the child's trans, you know, and so the mother is absolutely terrified of, you know, the you know, all the discussion about, you know, the whole using the right bathroom talk and like that, because people, like, there's literally people, like, I'm not kidding, there are seriously people that threaten to, you know, go into schools and, you know, like schools for children, go into the bathrooms of those schools to protect them while armed with weapons in hand, to make sure that only people with the right genitalia are allowed to go into these bathrooms. And I know this sounds fucking insane, because it is, but it's also the absolute reality, and I fucking hate it. But yeah, so then after the mother said, you know, that, like, how worried that she is for her, you know, trans child. Oh yeah, it's George. Okay, so it was a senator. Okay. Yeah, because I wasn't sure was it Georgia or what. But yeah, that sounds, yeah. So you know the same story. But yeah, so like they were like, they immediately backed down. Like the moment they heard the kid's trans, they just like they were apparently like witnesses saying that. I remember on the article, witnesses, described the senator as, taken back, like actually flinched, like they were. It's like they would have, been actually scared.
Mine.
And they backed away from the family, and they were like, oh yeah, I mean, of course I'm gonna be looking at safety for children, and the whole bathroom ordeal, of course I'm gonna be wanting to make sure that all children are, go to the, rifle bathroom, as they should. And it's like they were so fucking terrified of it that there were people on the post that was discussing about this. They were saying how this is that's literally dabbling in the territory of being an actual phobia. Like just straight up, the person was scared. They were frightened by the existence of a trans person. A grown man being scared of a child. Now I understand the reason they were probably scared is because they probably got scared that oh no, could this be considered as showing support to trans people, and this is gonna impact my position, political position, which in no way should be a thing for politicians to worry about when it comes to just protecting an individual's right to exist as who they are. Like Jesus fucking Christ. It's one of those things that is just insane. It's like the whole, trans debate wasn't crazy enough as it is with, God, today actually, speaking of trans matters, I know that's what I can do in a law history. Yeah, I mean, exactly. And if I remember right, one of their statement was also the fact that when they were asked about it, wait, sorry, what are they were asked about their reaction. Their response was something into the what was it? It was you're making me uncomfortable. Stop, harassing me or something. Or stop attacking. Yeah, it was stop attacking me was their response. When asked about, could you actually clarify a little bit on your statement here? What? I thought that, since they supposedly have been rather anti-trans, they've made anti-trans statements in the past, so people were a bit wondering of, oh, sorry, what's your stance on the matter? And they're like, stop attacking me, you're making me uncomfortable, something like that. And that honestly is one of the wildest things I've ever heard. The fact that they immediately went into a full, defensive stance. Or they got super defensive about it, and also a bit offensive about it. They pulled out the victim card the moment somebody, questions them. Not particularly good look, in my opinion. But yeah, on the topic of trans issues, J.K. Rowling's at it again, apparently. Now, naturally, I don't know if this was actually Rowling or not, but somebody under the title of J.K. supposedly made a was this 70,000 donation to towards some kind of a, I don't know what it was, some kind of movement to technically ban trans rights, which is always as fun as it sounds like. Oh, I can't believe I got hit by that. Okay, I'm actually losing my focus. I fucked this one up. I can't stay on point with this anymore. I made a couple really stupid mistakes that I really didn't do. That surprised I hit me. I actually can't. My voice is absolutely disappearing, and I don't know why. And I'm not not playing that well anymore. Damn, I actually made it to the end. Just didn't beat the end yet. So I didn't sleep. Well, so God. I mean, you know, like that's a fair point. But that's the craziest part about it. Not the craziest part, but that's one of the crazy parts about it as well. Is like they clearly understood the situation well enough. Like, actually, you know, I'm just gonna go for some of those. I'm not done talking about this. I'm just not capable of going for another run of the Pantheon. But I'm not talking about this issue yet. But the fact that they had such a good understanding of what the whole situation entails, with, you know, because I remember also reading the fact that they didn't misgender the child at all. And that I find fascinating. And like they were also and I don't know how to describe it, but it's like they clearly knew what, you know, like the proper conduct, and it didn't seem to, you know, it didn't seem to be any sort of a problem, you know, to do that. It didn't seem to be any kind of a problem to be just a you know, respectful human being to a towards a trans individual. So why is that? Why should that be a problem, you know, in just normal life? Like, it's, I don't know, it's just so crazy. But yeah, so I think what I was talking about, the whole J.K. Rowling thing, supposedly she's made a very rather public, you know, donation toward against, you know, trans rights, which is just as wonderful a thing as one would think. Like, God, I just can't fucking believe that shit. Like, I mean, well, I don't know her on an individual level. I don't know what she has against, you know, trans people, but the ferocity and the frequency that she, you know, shows her hatred towards trans people is worrisome. Yeah, I mean, I know. Like, I know exactly why he did what he did. But, it's still just like, I just think it's funny because, like, there really was no good look for them in that situation. No matter what they would have done would have been, you know, would have been bad. And it's just, it's funny because it's like, how would I say? It's funny in the sense that the, sorry. No way out of it. There wasn't a way out of that that was, you know, reasonable, logical, or anything like that. I don't actually know where this is gonna go. I don't think I tried this on the Ascended. I don't know what's so different about this. Oh yeah, just double damage. Ah, that's fine. Okay, it might not be fine. But like I don't know, it's just the existence of that kind of people. And because it's all just a power game. I think actually it was specifically during the stream where I beat Slide the first time. I was talking about, you know, this trans comic. That stream was quite something. I know I wasn't on the best of moods, and you know I was handling it less than ideally. But yeah, so I was talking about the I was talking about this comic which was talking yeah, actually, I completely forgot I still had the whole JK Rowling, you know, matter, you know, unfinished. But since I started with this, like, it was just a, you know, how would I say, like, the comic was such a harsh and terrifying look on reality. On a matter that I personally have. Like, I mean, I have absolutely zero experience of that kind of existence, and what existence is like as a trans person. But it was actually, like, it made me feel really uncomfortable, just, you know, like, thinking about your whole existence being reduced. To a lot of people, your existence is reduced as nothing but a, like a, as just a, tool for, you know, power. Like, you're a pawn in a political game. Because, you know, there are those people that will want to, you know, there are those people that use their existence as a, this massive threat, as this big, you know, terrifying, you know, concept that, you know, people need to rise up against. And you're just trying to exist as a human. You're just like, what the fuck? I'm just like, all I want to do is just, you know, live my life without fearing that I will be, you know, assaulted on the street because I'm different, like, or just because I'm me. Like, it was a absolutely terrifying of a concept. And then there's the other side, who, while their purpose might be noble, with, you know, the people that are actually fighting for your rights, to them you're also nothing more than just a pawn. You're just, like, a lot of the people, like, I mean, first of all, I'm not saying that all politicians, you know, are heartless bastards, because that's not true. There are people that are actually, you know, like in everything, there are also politicians that are actually human beings and, you know, are capable of expressing, you know, basic levels of human decency. And actually do care for people. But in this case, you know, what I'm meaning is that, like, there are people that also use, like, since the whole concept of being trans has been made into such a, it's a hot topic, and we're talking about something like, it boils down to an individual's right to exist. So I think it's just absolutely terrifying to think that, you know, like, even for the people that are fighting for your rights, you might be nothing but just a, you know, little propaganda or like that. Or just, you know, thing to promote your own, like just for them to, you know, benefit off of your existence. Like, while naturally that technically could be argued about anybody, like, to some degree, you know, like, that kind of people will treat everybody the same way, and there's no difference, you know, who you are, what you are. You're nothing but another, you know, number, and a, oh my god, what I got here? I guess it still sucks, you know. And it's just basically the thing that, you know. Oh, what the fuck's going on? I can't see what's going on. I was behind the fucking pole. Oh my god. But like, oh, it's way too many things on the screen. I need to actually do this so that I save my charge. I charge up as much soul as I can. It doesn't kill them in one hit. Oh my god. That's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, now I know what went wrong last time. I thought I was killing them in one hit. I was not. Okay, kills the mosquitoes in one hit. But, not the aspis. But, yeah, like, then rolling is such a difficult, like, I'm not particularly familiar with all the aspects of it. All I know is that the, especially the drama involving, like, you know, my news are very heavily gamer related. I know to some degree about the whole, was the Hogwarts Legacy stuff. That she was actually actively going on about, you know, things related to that game. I don't quite remember that anymore. It was a while ago. And overall, like I said, I don't follow it. All I know is that she has unfortunate long history of, you know, targeting a trans people. Rather high amount of hate. And to my understanding, the reason for that as well, oddly enough, is apparently the term is TERF, T-E-R-F, is what people call her. And now I'm not particularly familiar with what that term exactly entails, but somehow from what I've understood, some of the things I've read regarding the matter give the impression that she somehow believes that the existence of, you know, trans people is somehow hurtful towards feminism. And now, like, I don't even know where to start from there because I lack education in, you know, both aspects to, you know, make a fair statement on that, but that just sounds ridiculous. And like, especially because the way, like, some of the things are, especially with regarding the donation that I mentioned, you know, supposedly, if I remember right, there's even a note added to the donation, because it was such a massive amount that not just anybody can just donate that much for anything. It was like an actually high sum. And it was something about believing in doing something good, you know, or society or something like that. And we're talking about some kind of a, it was some kind of an act or rights act. I know she's British, so I don't know exactly how that shit works there. Weirdly enough, I'm uneducated on law in all countries, but I know a lot better about American laws than, you know, I do of British. But the idea is that it's supposedly something about, you know, it's about revoking some level of, well, yeah, it was something about, you know, revoking like some level of, was it just overall rights from, you know, basic human, the things I read about it were saying, or the people that were discussing about the matter were saying about how it's literally to reduce, you know, basic human rights from trans people. And that's just, that sounds terrible. And absolutely insane. And it's such a, and it's made even worse by the fact that, you know, somehow I personally feel like it's made worse by the fact of just how positive and just how excited she seemed to be about the whole concept. Like, you like, it just, what, you just want to, you know, actually, what is it? I think so, if I remember right. A rolling thing. God, greed. Like, if I remember right, there was a message related to that. And it was very upsetting for me to, you know, like a, you know, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I really just, it's that kind of attitude. Just, it's one of these things that just doesn't seem real to me. But I also know that that's partly because of the fact that these are not things that are particularly relevant for me, because I don't face these things in real life. I'm not oppressed. I'm not, you know, okay, that makes sense. Because I didn't read any more details. All I know is that, you know, I saw the screenshot of the donation and then the okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sounds about right, at least. But yeah, so I just saw the screenshot of the donation and then message, you know, involved in that. I think it was her message. I'm not actually completely sure, but it was related to it, so it doesn't matter if she wrote it or not, but you know, it's still a terrible fucking attitude to have. Like, good fucking lord. I have not actually, you know, I might have heard about it before, but I don't know I don't recognize the, you know, the names or like that. This is another example of me, you know, talking about a lot of things I have zero experience regarding. All I know is that there's still things, and you know, unfortunate reality. Wait, there are gates on both levels, Larry. There are gates on both levels. Whoa, this one opens. What the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck's going on here? Oh, because this is the. Oh wait, okay, yeah. Now that makes sense. Yeah, because yeah, that makes sense. I should practice that. You know. Game. I want to see how crazy is this exactly? Yeah, that I remember. This is the hardest. Okay, you just really need to wait for the God fucking damn it. Oh my god. Not going well. It is really fucking difficult. Okay, it's not that difficult. It's not that long of a fight after all. So I got pretty close. No, actually, never mind. It goes on. Never fucking mind. Well, I don't know. Okay, but the first stage seems like the hardest. Because that is a whole bunch of it. So is it gonna be the whole fight? Because I don't. This feels a little different. No, but this is the normal fight. This is actually the same radiance fight. It's the same radiance fight, actually. The same as the original, actually. Oh my god, that actually hit me slow. Okay, I dodged too far. Those are not actually as logical as one would think. Oh my god, I didn't see that one. Oh my god. Okay, That's really fucking difficult. You need to stay in the middle. I think that's how I did it the first time. Or that's how I beat Radiance. You need to stay in the middle because that means that you don't need to rotate between the two platforms or two sides too much. And normally the swords have a safe spot. Okay, immediately got it. Twice. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just don't understand how that... No, it's not gonna give me a chance. I don't think it can heal up at any point in this fight. Oh my god, it's spawned right underneath me. Yeah, I think those you need to dodge on the ground. Because they don't spawn on ground level, but they do spawn on the fucking god. They spawn like right above you, or like right above your head. So your best chance of avoiding them is to actually be on ground while, you know. You only hit them when you know it's safe. You only hit them when you know it's safe. There always is a window. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't jump high enough. I think we're on cooldown. I'm sorry, game, but what you're asking from me is rather impossible. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, but I literally could not have dodged that. I literally could not have dodged that. Oh my god. God, this is such a fucking difficult fight. Like, I've done this before, this is so fucking difficult. Because you can't cheese this anyway. There's no, like... You just need to avoid them. Okay, so I need to stay in the middle. I need to stay in the middle. I need to stay on the ground. Only jump when you absolutely need to. Always 4 of those. God, Oh, I couldn't see them! They came from behind the beam! Oh, come on, man. I don't have a space for that. I don't have the space to dodge that. What the fuck? Oh, okay. I was just landing on the previous one. This seems actually insane. This seems absolutely insane. Like, wait, you just get unlucky with the spears and then you just cannot avoid it? Or is there something I'm not realizing with this? I guess I could be using... Yeah, I need to use a ground pound. I think the ground pound is the way to go. Because I need to use that to dodge through the spears when it gets super intense. Or then I just absolutely blast their ass, you know. That beam's actually really difficult to read. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. I need to finish them. I need to finish them. What the? Oh my god. How many fucking... How long does that last? Is this something that just lasts for... Does that end? Do I need to dodge? I don't remember. I should just play save and not push that. Jesus Christ. Actually, quit though. That's another really nasty spawn on that. Oh, that's so evil. No, 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 fucking Christ. Not good with platformers. I can't, what the fuck, I literally can't avoid that. Except with the ground pound, I guess. I need to remember. The pounding more, bro. No, I walked into it. Fuck. Oh, what the hell hit me? Was I not paying attention? I probably was not. Oh, I fucked myself over. I fucked myself over. I double jumped. Swear to God, jump. I need to hit it, don't I? That's... can't reach. I can't reach. I can't reach it. What the fuck? Okay, one last try. I generally was swinging at them. I couldn't reach them. I guess I'm supposed to survive through that phase then. Fucking Christ, man. This is so stressful. It's a good thing I practice this because it's gonna take a while. These are fucking complicated. I mean, I guess I'm just bad, but you know, so fucking what. Let's swing it backward. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I did not pull the side there. Like a bounce off by the dummy big, you know, wings or whatever it is. I can't reach them. Like, what the fuck? I can't hit them for half the time. I mean, I guess I'm not supposed to hit them the whole time. Or... okay. No, I'm going one. Just those fast tries because I can't make it fucking anywhere with this. Fucking lord. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing wrong half the time. I'm just trying to attack them. I guess that's the problem. I just need to... I can't attack them when I re-attack. I need to actually... There's literal opportunities I cannot attack them on. You can't bounce on them, you can't, you know... You can't use their body to your advantage. Ah, cool. I sure as hell can use my own stupidity, you know. Yeah, like, I literally, if I hit them, it moves me to the side. Like, it launches me backwards. I don't know why that does that. I guess because it's that large, and they need to make sure... They need to make sure that you don't actually, you know... I'm sorry? In what point did I fucking double jump? I didn't double jump. Why did I get more airtime? What the hell? So fucking stupid. Like, I'm just playing so bad, but like, part of me just doesn't understand how I'm supposed to, like, yeah, okay, sure, I can just dodge them. I can avoid the attacks, that's fine. Most of them, at least. I have a safe way to do that, but actually getting hits in seems like, oh yeah, you're just gonna die. Like, those are the two easiest attacks to avoid. And then I got hit by that because I miscalculated my distance. Fucking bitch. Like, I've literally won this guy. A couple times even. Okay. I guess I should respect my distance. What hit me? I must have. Unless I got into fucking flames too early. Oh, those are randomized as well. honestly, I don't. Okay, I see now. I'm honestly thinking I have some kind of disability, you know, problem. Because I have a hard time reading the completely yellow things on the. Now there's too many things planning on. Now there's too many fucking things. You can't dodge to the side there. Honestly, there's a super easy way of actually winning that scene that I remember using last time. If you have a form of what is it? What is it? The you turn into a snail and your hitbox actually gets smaller, so you can actually go through those swords. And you can also heal while you can move while healing, so you can actually. It's super strong in that phase. I also kind of don't. I've been going at this long with this loadout, and I'm gonna keep going at it with this loadout. I miscalculated. Actually, I just took a guess because that is a guesswork because it's a randomized, pattern. Naturally, I could have reacted to it and dodged, but I was like, yeah, I mean, what are the odds, right? I didn't even know I was in range. I actually didn't realize I was in the danger zone there. So inconsistent. Sometimes fires more, sometimes. Oh, what the fuck? That hit me? What? Wait, whoa. I'm alive? Not anymore. Oh my god. So much stuff. I don't even know how I ended up in that fucking corner there. I didn't even press the jump. I must have accidentally. Oh my god. That is fucking terrible. I can do this. I can do this. I'm capable of doing this. It's just gonna take me a while. Because I can't quite understand the fucking patterns of these. Because they're not consistent. Like I like my boss fight patterns to be. And also because it's... The counterplay... Again, it's just, And that spawns on me. I guess I should be happy. Merciful enough to give me that. Wait, you can just be in between. No. Only works if there's a small gap. And normally it's not. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so the last one's always gonna be aimed at me. No, it's not. It's straight up, it's random. He actually forces you to just know exactly, like, just... Oh my god. Wait, Wait, I don't know, what the fuck? I literally pressed for a quick tap, and then it just goes for a double jump. Oh my god. Like, do I just lack that? I just lack the fucking... Okay, I can do this. I'm just focusing. I'm way in my head. I'm just so fucking nervous and so fucking focused. And not even focused anymore. I'm just like, I'm more focused on just ranting about just how terrible of a human garbage I am with this game, but you know. God. Okay, I can do it. Like, it literally is not that bad. Nah, I know. That was a bit of an overstatement. I need to quit eventually. I've been doing this for a little too long already. I know. I just really want to do this. Because I don't want the same thing to happen as with Nightmare King. I really don't want that happening again. I'm so close to being done with this. I guess it brings the question, what the fuck do I do? Oh my god, okay, you just can't do that. You literally are not allowed to do that, and I should understand that. I should understand that. I don't. Oh, that's the other thing. Okay. Oh, I didn't walk that far. What the fuck? I followed it. I have a feeling it actually wants me to kill it. Actually wants me to kill it. Actually wants me to kill it. How am I supposed to know? Okay, there's a window. There's a window. Okay. That actually should not have hit me though. I guess it did though. Oh wait, this is actually really difficult. Oh yeah. So much for easy run. Oh yeah, how do you even avoid these on this? I can't get to it. Oh my fucking god. That gets... I completely forgot that he's gonna keep shooting the fucking balls. And then with the balls, you need to have ground to break them, and if you don't have ground to break them, you need to dash into them to break them. Oh my fucking god. I've actually been going at this for 3.5 hours. I need to understand the fact that I need to actually quit. I was supposed to stop already 40 minutes ago. Oh my god. But I did progress today. I actually did just fine. I just need to get my fucking bearings together. I need to practice that. Like, this is gonna be the practice. The radiance gonna be the thing for tomorrow. I don't want to change my charm loadout because then it's gonna mean that I'm never gonna be able to beat it without charms, or without, you know, well, yeah, without charms. So then again, I'm gonna get too complacent with using these. But yeah, I think I can do it. I'm actually beating Nightmare King now rather consistently. I mean, yeah, I fucking god. Oh my god. I can't possibly let myself get that frustrated at that. God, it was just, ugh. But anyways, like the 3 hours of the stream were actually wonderful. I had a great time. Just, I mean, yeah, that's an easy fight. I honestly think it's a super pure vessel is not a difficult fight. The thing that makes it difficult is the fact that it takes 2 health per hit. But yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, that's not what I'm gonna do. I have things I need to do that I've been postponing for weeks. But, yeah, thank you everybody. This was a nice stream at the end of the day. And, yeah. I'm just gonna keep continuing this for the time being. I don't know how long. But not that long that it's just gonna absolutely fucking. Not long enough for it to kill me, but you know. A couple streams at least, few streams. I don't know. But yeah, bye,